That's what we do.
Reseal. Let's go.
I told y'all.
Shout out to Bird B.
Pay attention.
Fred.
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another movie review. This time, we got Nightswim 2024, first horror movie of January, man. Yeah, this is the first collaboration with jameswan and Blumhouse as far as Atomic Monster, and you know them merging together because we got the official announcement. I think sometime this week or last week. I think as far as them officially letting everybody know they're merging together, like this is on some like DC shit as far as James Gunn and Peter Stanford coming together and doing what they doing with DC now. So I'm thinking we about to get a whole like scary movie universe with James Wan's Atomic Monster and Blumhouse. Being that this is the first picture, haunted swimming pool. Let's see what we was gonna get with this, man. Shout out to my guy Perk Mighty, man. He kind of warned me about this. He did. Like I said, I feel like we might have different tastes in horror movies. He ain't been wrong though. He done put me on certain movies. Shout out to him, put me on When Evil Lurks. Speak No Evil, certain foreign horror movies that I'm really enjoyed. They traumatized me, but I enjoyed them. And he told me this was not the one. But I said, let me give it a try. We get this family pretty much moving into this new home, and they notice this swimming pool in the back. And the father, of all people, he pretty much really gets excited about this pool. The father of this family is pretty much dealing with a certain injury from him playing baseball or something. But outside of that, when it just comes to overall story and what we getting, this shit is cliche, bro. Like, by the time I say 35 to maybe 40 minutes into the movie, maybe not even that long, I feel like you should get a sense of what we got going on. Especially if you're familiar with these type of movies, the tone of these type of movies, you get a sense of like, I think I know or see what's coming, and I damn sure seen what's coming with this family, man. Like, once we start to get certain things going on, even with the pool scenes or whatever, I'm like, at least scare me. Like, if you're going to do cliche shit, which I ain't got no problem with, look at what Eli Roth did with Thanksgiving recently, which is basic format of a slasher movie. But he was able to bring something with it, and it was good. Like, that, if you're going to do the same shit, at least make it good. Y'all come in with this cliche-ass story. Give or take, we haven't necessarily got horror movies about pools, and that's the thing. Get creative with this. You don't even have to go the route they took with this. They could have done a lot with this situation as far as the setting with the pool. Blumhouse, y'all know y'all not spending no money. You saving plenty of money. Like this whole shit, the entire movie is around the setting of this pool majority of the time. They got a couple of other settings here and there, but majority of this movie is around this pool. But I'm talking about just the way they go about all the typical shit that you do in these type of like somewhat haunted movies and even possession movies. We even go as far as getting a whole scene with people going to visit the old lady or old person in the hospital that know the whole story behind everything that's going on. Like this, like we've seen this so many times. Give or take, it's been done better, but still we've seen this over and over and over. So this shit don't try to do nothing different. And even with the whole setting of the swimming pool and the whole scary shit, ain't nothing scary. Ain't nothing scary about this shit. Ain't nothing going on. You see this shit coming a mile, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. And I got to put emphasis on that because you see this shit coming. It ain't that far away. You see it right there and you're like, all right, I know what's about to happen. Even with the opening scene in this movie, man, I was like, okay. Like, we done seen better. Even involving kids, we done seen better. Just give us an emphasis on what we dealing with as far as this whole setting with the pool and like, oh man, because that's the thing. If you're making a horror movie about a swimming pool, we supposed to be going into this like this gonna make me not want to ever get in swimming pools. The same way you did with Jaws and sharks in the beach, the same way you did with haunted house movies. If this is supposed to be scary, I don't want to get back in the swimming pool. This didn't make me want to go back in the swimming pool. This made me want to go swimming now. And I wonder why they wouldn't release this around summertime. I can see why now. January is a known month for getting trash-ass movies, in particular horror movies. We done got like 3 Texas Chainsaw movies in like January. But as far as our main characters, like I just didn't get no type of connection with them. I didn't latch on to them. If something was to happen to certain individuals, I'm telling you, I just didn't care. I'm like, I'm just going along. I'm trying to see if y'all gonna give me something with this pool. Once we even get to the ending, man, I'm like, oh my gosh, they really did it. They really went to that whole Amityville horror type of shit. The Shining, like I'm talking about, we go there, even some Insidious type of shit. I'm like, wow, so we doing this? Like, oh, fuck the pool. I ain't gonna even tell y'all no story. We had somewhat of an interesting backstory, the whole thing with the baseball shit, and I'm kind of was getting interested in that. I'm like, man, maybe I need to say fuck the little horror movie. Let's go along with what's going on with this guy and this baseball trauma shit. Let's see what's going on with that. But shout out to that. That's Kurt Russell's son playing this too, and they're doing a good job on that Godzilla show, Monarch. But anyway, I was getting a little bit more interested in that. But of course, that's intertwined with what's going on with this whole pool situation and them trying to put this whole flip. I don't want to give nothing too much away, but man, it seemed like they was wanting to go one direction. Then they just said, man, fuck all that, man. Well, let's go ahead and do this cliche shit, especially going towards the end. And that's exactly what they do. Overall, man, I did not enjoy this. I didn't at all, man. I was just waiting for something to happen, and whatever they thought they was making happen wasn't happening. I'm just tell you that. Shout out to Perp. You was right. You was absolutely right, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. And it ain't necessarily even as far as it being that bad. It's the fact that they hung on to so many cliches of horror films, especially recent ones we got, and ones that've done it better. Think about a movie like Talk to Me. Think about the movie like Smile and the way they've been able to do certain elements as far as movies that's done certain things before, but bring newer things to it. That's why I appreciate what even people like Jordan Peele are doing as far as trying to bring some type of originality to the horror genre. Like, I don't like Us like that. That's one of the ones I don't like him. But nope, and what he did with that. And the only reason I bring him up because he one of the people that's trying to bring something fresh to horror movies. So I got a real issue because it's James Wan name behind this. And I know just because they doing this merger or whatever, they more than likely not going to be hands-on with it. But even what he did with Malignant, I think his last horror movie that he did, it might not have been everybody's cup of tea, but it was a creativeness behind it. And that ending and that little twist we got, I'm like, oh shit, it's crazy as hell, but hey, I'm going with it. So I'm just like, if y'all gonna do this merger, especially somebody like James Wan, Blumhouse, give or take, they do what they do. They gotta get their money, and they know how to make some cheap ass horror movies. So hey, and look what they did. Friday Nights at Freddy done made some money. Megan made some money. So it's like, hey, we good. My whole thing is, James Wan, you a horror guy. Bring some of that horror elements to this. I know you can't be hands-on with everything, but if y'all gonna do this, it's something better than this, man. But that's all I got with this, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this. If y'all had a chance to check out Night Swim, man. Yeah, I wasn't feeling this at all. I'm hoping we're going to get something better with this whole merger with Blumhouse and James Wan's Atomic Monster, because this definitely, I hope this ain't things to come. Just please don't let it be all like this. Anyway, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And make sure y'all hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. And make sure y'all go over there and holler at my man Perk Minded. He got a lot of good new movie reviews over there. Some ones movies I think ain't even out yet. And I'm pretty sure he's not a guy that does like spoilers. So you can go over there and watch his review and still go watch the movie without knowing exactly everything that's going on. So go over there and holler at him, especially when it comes to horror. Other than that, man, we out.